Okay, welcome back to what I believe is number 6 or 7. I believe it's number 7. This one is called ADHD, your body clock, sleep, and why mornings are basically an extreme sport for us ADHD chaps and lasses. Oh God, we all know that nobody likes mornings at all. You know, those people that wake up in the morning, oh wow, I'm ready for the day, I'm ready to take on the world. Yeah, that's not me at all. I tend to crawl out of bed. I put one sock on, put a pair of trousers on, walk into the bathroom, brush my teeth, then go back into the bedroom and put the other sock on. Realise I didn't put any underwear on, so I'll take my trousers back off and put my underwear back on. Then I go into the other room and turn the kettle on. It's awful. I hate it. Some mornings are okay. This morning was okay. I did manage to drag myself out of bed eventually, but that's because I slept relatively well last night. Some are just horrific. Some are just, you want to press the reset button and move on. And before you ask, from what you're expecting in this video, there's no way I can magically fix your mornings for you. I still struggle with mine every week. At least 1 or 2 days a week I have a really bad morning. So Monday and Tuesday, chaos, absolute chaos. On Monday I'll get up naked and wander around the freezing cold house, half dead, trying to find the bathroom. I found the bathroom, I brushed my teeth for 2 minutes and I realised I haven't put any toothpaste on it. No toothpaste, just like just with a brush and some spit. So, you know, you correct that and you get your morning routine done. On Tuesday, I might get up and put one sock on and then my top, and then I go and turn the kettle on, and then I wander back and put the rest of my clothes on. The whole time I'm craving sugar like a Victorian orphan outside of a bakery cake shop window. And why? Because the first half of the night I sleep really light, tossing and turning, dreaming about nothing helpful. And the second half, I'm unconscious like I've been tranquilised. That's how my sleep goes. I normally wake up just after 12. I mean, I go to bed at about 10:30. I normally wake up just after 12 for some reason. I don't know why. And I'm as awake as you can be. I managed to get myself back to sleep within sort of like 25-30 minutes. Then I'll wake up again at about 3 o'clock, normally for my middle of my night pee. I am 54. And then come the morning time when the alarm goes off at 7:30, it's like, oh God. Because at the last part of the night, I sleep like I've been shot with a tranq dart. So the alarm feels like an aeroplane crashing into my bedroom or something like that. It's not great, to be brutally honest with you, and to be even more honest with you, I've never slept well. So I would honestly say if you're in the same situation as me with ADHD and you don't sleep well, just take every opportunity you can to sleep. So Wednesday is the same shit, different day. Do the opposite of Monday and Tuesday, because our body clocks are not like normal people's. Waking up early for us feels a bit like firing up a laptop with like 2 or 3% battery, 24 tabs open, and a half-finished Dark Souls boss fight still running in the background. I tried to sleep for 2 hours, got nowhere. Now the morning has arrived like 6 or 7 hours earlier than it should have done. This is my week. It just so many days over the course of a week I can be exhausted and tired. From what I've heard from other people, us ADHD folk, we get hit by 2 big problems at night. One is overthinking. You lean over and grab your phone 10 minutes after you got in bed because you've got something in your head and you want to Google something, and next thing you know it's 5 o'clock in the morning. I personally am not one for doing that. I'm quite good with my sleep because I've learned over the years that I do not function very well at all when I'm tired. The other one is the time blindness thing. This does hit me in this particular context. One more thing, especially in games. I'm just going to finish doing this and then I'm going to go and play, and then I'm going to go to bed. And then I'm just going to finish that, then I'll go to bed. Then I'm just going to, and then before you know it, that one more thing has gone from my normal 10:30 bedtime to 3 a.m. and I'm now already catastrophizing tomorrow because I'm going to be tired. So I've got a couple of very simple rules that I put in place that worked for myself. Number 1, don't take your phone to bed. Yeah, if you can't resist it, if you can't resist picking your phone up because it's that close, you know, just over there, just over here, don't take it to bed. Get yourself an old-fashioned fucking alarm clock and use that to wake you up in the morning. Leave your phone in the other room. Don't have any tablets, don't have any tablets, don't have any iPads, don't have anything like that in your bedroom at all. If you can't resist it, just keep it away from you. Number 2, set a proper bedtime and actually stick to it. Mine's 22:30. So I go to bed at 10:30 every night, even if I'm not tired. I do occasionally at the weekends, Thursday, I mean I have a 3-day weekend, but Thursday, Friday, Sometimes Saturday, I will drag it out to sort of like maybe 11:30. I still don't sleep in the next day. I'm still awake at sort of like 7, half 7. So there's not really any point to me doing that. But I do aim to get in bed at 10:30. And I'm only saying get in bed at 10:30. I might get in bed and play Skyrim for a bit. I might get in bed and watch some TV, Beavis and Butthead, till like 11:30. And then I'll go to sleep. But having a bedtime is good. And if you get tired before bedtime, just go to bed. Yeah, go to bed and go to sleep. If you're tired at 9 o'clock, go to bed and go to sleep. If you wake up in the middle of the night, what difference does it make? You'll spend an hour awake and then you'll go back to sleep again because you're supposed to be asleep at that time. If you stick to this ritual long enough, and I will stand by this for all of it, you know, my don't put it down, put it away. If you work on these things for 90 days and you get it right for 90 days, your brain will eventually submit to your constant punishment and programming. It took me about 6, maybe even 10 months to get to the point where I would go to sleep when I went to bed at 10:30, but I did get there. So apparently there's a reason behind all this, and it's called late chronotypes. I'm assuming late time types. The short version is we get sleepy later, we wake up later. Our energy peaks in the afternoon or evening, not first thing in the morning like most people, except me maybe. If I sleep well, I do feel good in the morning. If I don't, you know, just stay away from me. Leave me on my own in the corner there. I do sleep badly, and I believe I have done all of my life. There was a period a few years back after I'd had a heart attack where I did sleep quite soundly and quite well for 12 to 18 months, but that's passed again. That could be just what I'm going through now, but I don't know. I don't think so. We have what I would call two brains, a night brain and a morning brain, yeah. My morning brain is like this, whereas my night brain's yeah. So my night brain's 47 ideas a minute, perfect clarity, 110% motivated. I can start 9 projects. I can be writing, doing stuff on websites, building models, you know, painting, decorating, all sorts, all at the same time, and I get it all done and all finished. Whereas the morning brain is, who am I? Have I actually got a pair of socks on, or have I got a plastic bag on one foot and a sock on the other foot? Why am I doing this? Why am I still alive? And everyone else can just fuck off and leave me alone. I know this is going to sound a bit harsh and a bit rough, but for many years I genuinely thought that my other half was the problem because she was such a bitch every morning. It turns out after a year of her not being here, it's not her, it's actually me. I'm the one that wakes up in the morning and I am in a bad way, like emotionally and mentally, and it flattens out over the course of the first hour or so. So all the times I thought she was being a bitch, she wasn't. She was just being herself. I was just interpreting it as her being a bitch. So that's another thing to look out for if you live with someone else. If I don't sleep well, my ADHD brain is like a 2-year-old toddler having a full-blown paddy. It's like Shaggy and Scooby trying to pretend to be a tall bloke in a trench coat, you know, wobbling around all over the place. I can't stay focused on anything. It's unstable, just ridiculously unstable. So maybe you should bear that in mind if you find yourself tired in the morning when you wake up. Just get away from everyone, spend some time on your own until you find yourself on some common ground. I actually had that very same thing this morning. When I woke up this morning, I was like a bear with a sore head. I actually slept relatively well last night. I went out to a quote which took me about an hour to get to, and that kind of leveled me out. By the time I got there, I was back to not being a normal human. Tiredness is not a good thing when you've got ADHD. Look, I said at the start that I don't really know how to help you with mornings because I don't really know how to help myself. But one little trick I do have, I'm not sure of the legalities of it, because technically using prescription drugs for a reason that they weren't designed for is basically drug abuse. But if I can't sleep at night and my mind is racing, or I'm awake, I've woken up at like my just after 12 or my 4 o'clock and I can't get back to sleep again, I pop myself a couple of paracetamols because they help to clear the mental noise. I know this sounds silly. There is a backstory to it. If it's 2200 and my brain is running like a Top Fuel V8 on a drag strip, I will take 2 paracetamol, and slowly but surely my brain will wind down, and by the time 10, half 10, 11 comes around, I'm actually starting to feel the effect of the painkillers on my mind, and my mind is going quieter. Right, so the backstory is, when I was in my early 20s, I used to go raving, and I bought a couple of pills off of a guy and they looked a bit suspicious. They literally looked like they were too thin. These were big old chalky pills and they didn't have the little break in half notch in them. I took the 2 pills that were supposed to be ease, and I didn't feel anything like I'd taken a couple of E's. What I did feel like was that my head was really clear, and I had a brainwave one day, and I thought to myself, wow, is that how I clear my head when my head is full of ADHD bullshit? And it turns out, yes, it is. But again, I'm not a doctor. I'm not telling you should do this. I'm saying this is what works for me. A couple of paracetamol calms my mind substantially. So that's it for today. If you've got any questions, jump them in the comments. If you want to ask me anything, jump them in the comments. Next week, we're going to be covering, you can do anything you want, but you can't do everything at the same time. Trust me, this one hits hard. Thanks for watching, and see you on the next one.